Okay, so today is Thursday, or if you're watching it on Thursday, we're going to do exactly what we did yesterday, except for today it's a little bit easier because there are no graphs. They just give you the points and have you find the slope. It's the same procedure as yesterday. You have your formula, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, and always remember that the ordered pairs are x comma y. So the first thing that I recommend that you do is label them. So you have x1, y1, x2, and y2. So once you have them labeled, then you put them into the formula. So y2 minus y1. So that's 6 minus 7 over x2 minus x1, 6 minus 8. So now you do the subtraction. So you have 6 minus 7, which is negative 1. And you have 6 minus 8, which is negative 2. Now remember in class we talked about this, that if you have two negatives, you always have to write it as a positive. And the reason why that is true is because if you were to put this into the calculator, negative 1 divided by negative 2, you would get a positive half, or a positive 0.5. So when you have two negatives in a fraction, you really have to write it as a positive. So the correct answer for this would be 1/2. And they're all done the very same way. Label the ordered pairs, put them in the formula, find the slope. So the next one, I'm going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to put them in the formula again. So it's going to be y2 minus y1. So it's going to be 1 minus 10 over 3 minus 10. So if I do 1 minus 10, I get negative 9. And if I do 3 minus 10, I get negative 7. So again, I want to write that as a positive, as 9 over 7. Now that's only when you have double negatives do you change it to positive. The next one is one that will not yield the same type of situation. I'm going to label it x1, y1, x2, y2. Same thing all over again. So then I'm going to come over here. So I said y2 minus y1. So 17 minus 9 over 3 minus 6. So 17 minus 9 is 8. And 3 minus 6 is negative 3. So we just leave it as negative 8 over 3. Remember, there are in this no decimals. And the reason why there are no decimals is because when you count the slope, it's rise over run, and if you have decimals, it's very difficult to decide, how to go on the graph. So typically you would not see the slope written as a decimal, so no decimals. You don't divide it out, you just leave it as it is. Now you could find negatives with negatives and positives with positives. You can get all types of situations, so you have to remember your rules of integers. So that's the most important part when you're finding the slope. You have to remember the rules of integers. Now for the test question tonight, I am putting a little sea turtle on the paper. Sea turtles are one of my favorite ocean creatures, actually the favorite ocean creature, and you will find this question asked on the test for slope. So just remember that it is a sea turtle. And the reason that I'm doing that is to ensure that if you're having a problem with this concept, you are watching the video and that you are taking the information that I'm giving to you. So remember, for find the slope from 2 points, the creature that was in the video is a sea turtle. So that will be all for today, and I will write on the stream on Friday. Have a good day, and I hope to see you soon.